not for consumers. It's for interpreters, like who actually understands what's happening or who wants to. Let's take a look at this passage from the book for your interpretation. What about the loss of control, lack of preparedness? Do you value unrealistic expectations? The physical and emotional toll of transactional complexes. All your biggest pain points are resolved. Wish is, with this book, you feel accomplished? Question mark. What about those who find freedom in checked boxes? Is that security through surrender of alternative thought processes? Question mark. 1933. Did those lose their goal free? Or in part, A, processes included required down payment of following recurring charges, like any new subscription service. Invoices, right? See, what you're facing now a lot is mental depletion. Your mind's running on fumes. Interpretive depletion. There's too much noise to know what's true anymore for a lot of you. That causes and helps lead to decision fatigue. It's got you tired of making what you feel like is non-stop decisions because you're deciding instead of living, right? But there's an emotional exhaustion going on as well. So you're emotionally worn down from carrying too much for too long. That's why this book rewards you for finishing it cover to cover. However, the joy can be found in returning to it and unpacking it like other great literary works. But that's going to be the work of generations to come, not just you. What's happening now will start with number one of many. We'll make this part one. Institutional trust, is on decline. Americans, separate from United States citizens, are increasingly distrusting of the media, government, corporations, universities, healthcare systems, and traditional authority structures. This is why Pasha is reducing the codependency of big government and large corporations by empowering we the people to create sustainable communities. That's who this book is for. The ones who understand that passages become discussions, right? You're going to be the ones to build the scaffolding that allows others to climb up. AI right now is dramatically lowering the cost of producing words, producing content, producing answers, producing expertise theater, meaning basic information is losing value, right? We all have access to the same information. You got it on your phone, you got Google. What Google did for search, if you're following me on LinkedIn, you already know from this week. What Google did for search, AI is doing for your identity, whether it's your personal identity, your business brand. So think about when the cell phone technology became more powerful than the $5,000 camera body. I remember when I was doing photography, the body of a camera, no lens, just the body was $5,000. You could spend $600 to $2,500 easy on just a lens back then, right? Now, camera phones, everybody thinks they're a photographer. Creativity goes out the window because all the customer knows now is to look for if the picture is sharp. And they don't even associate that with everything has autofocus. They're literally eroded all of the joy out of the whole industry because the consumer's not educated on what the value really is. So now everybody's a photographer. Your feed, your social media is flooded with basic pictures, just like the words and content and the answers and the expertise theaters, basic information, all losing value. Let's put it in historic contents of the nation. 1933-ish. Gold had value because it was difficult to obtain, limited in supply, resistant to duplication or replication, and required real extraction effort, right? What that allowed to happen is the scarcity created trust and value. But value is relational, not absolute. So what does Black's Law Dictionary quote the meaning of value is? The utility of an object in satisfying directly or indirectly the needs or desires of human beings, called by economists value in use, or its worth consisting in the power of purchasing other objects, called value in exchange. Also, the estimate or appraised worth of any object or property calculated in quote unquote money, right? So in other words, because I know you guys are already with me, you know the true meaning of respect is simply relate. Respect means can you relate? Forget what your friend got shot over at the club. That's why they got shot, because somebody felt disrespected and they had an emotional attachment to belief in what the word meant. And they felt like they had to uphold that belief in what the word meant. So the shootout at the club happened because people didn't know that respect simply means can you relate when you stepped on a sneaker when there was 5,000 people in a Chi-Chi's, right? Lack of space. So that's where the need for attention, recognition, and relational consideration comes into play. When information, like it is now, has become infinite, the human interpretation is what becomes scarce. So we exited the information age, which hopefully you're aware of that already. We got access to all the information aside from what's locked up and, censored, right? For lack of a better description. So everybody's got access to the same playing field. The age that we're in now is the intelligence age, because that is the transmutation of the information, the alchemy of it, so to speak, right? So now is the time for the new interface. Not just technology interface, but psychologically, interpretive, relational, and symbolic. The next interface is trusted interpretation. The next interface is Pasha Paroh. So, who can produce the most, that age is done. Who can produce the most, that age, that's over with. That was the extension of slavery, when you're glorifying for doing the most work. See how you're still trapped there, or the people around you are, which is why you're not connected maybe as much as you would like to be with as many people as you are, because they still value slavery. Google became the interface to information. Social media became an interface to attention. AI becomes the interface to production. And I have always been your interface to interpretation. The next economy will not belong to those who produce the most product or information. It will belong to those who restore meaning, trust, and coherent human interpretation inside of infinite information.